Okay. Oh, hi. Name's Charlie Palmer, and I recently purchased the Outlander 450. It's a 2020, and I have on it now about 160 miles. Um, so far, so good. I would say the only really hiccup that I had with it thus far was when I first brought it home. I had some issues with the speedometer on it. It was cutting out on me, like it just go to zero, um, and then stay zero until I stopped it for a little while, and then turned it back on, and then it would go start back up again. I took it into the dealership, and they did a reflashing of the ECU, which seemed to have fixed it. I have not had any issues since then. And while I had it in there, I also ordered the flares. They're not standard on the 450 DPS model. Again, this is I should clarify, this is the 450 DPS. It has the power steering on it. So I picked up the Fender Flares. I picked up also the XT front front bumper, and I picked up the XT rear bumper as well. I didn't want anything too big, but enough that if I did hit something, it would help. Um, I also got with it when I had it in to get worked on the ITP SS wheels. I wanted to upgrade those because in 2020, a lot of people don't know this, but they actually downgraded the 450 DPS with steel wheels, which if you purchased in 1918, you know it came with alloy wheels at that time. So I did upgrade these. It has the Versa lock too, as you can see. Um, and today I'm going to take it out for a ride. I'm in southern Arizona, small town called Vail, outside of Tucson. I'm going to take it out riding, create a video of it today, so you'll see how it does. All right. The rest, what could I say? I think a lot of this has been standard on the machine now for a while. Your start button, your DPS mode, you could change up the power steering from low, medium, high, to what that relates to is the assistance it will give you. I typically keep it on low, to be honest with you. Low is plenty. Don't really find it necessary to go beyond that, but if you're tired or something, I guess it doesn't hurt to move it to that. But thus far, I've done fine just having it on low. Top speed so far, like I said, it's only 160 miles on it. I'm about 215 weight wise, and I've had it up to, and we're at about 3,600 feet elevation, and I've had it up to 60 for top speed. I'm sure I've seen videos getting up to 65, so I'm sure that'll come in time, or even maybe at lower elevations. Anything else I could tell you? Here's your switch for the Versalock 4-2 wheel drive, and most of the time I keep it on 2, unless hitting, going to go through some pretty steep stuff, or mud, or the typical things that you would change it to four-wheel drive for. The gear changing, it's a little funky, I gotta admit. It's been known with Can-Am, I guess, for a long time now. Their gear shifting, you gotta rock it sometimes a little bit to get it into gear. I would say that's kind of, the only kind of funkiness that I really have realized with the machine. Other than that, it's been great. It's a fun machine, lots of power. And I'm really surprised for a 450. I think it does have 38 horsepower. So for 450, that's decent power. That's decent power. Compare that to the Yamaha 450. It produces 23 horsepower. So think about that. I mean, that's pretty significant. I mean, top speed wise, they're about the same. I think Can-Am edges Yamaha out, but overall power and torque, I think you're gonna find the Can-Am a little more powerful machine overall. Anyway, loving it. Going for a ride, and I will record more as I'm driving. Thank you.